there.
Good morning. And welcome to the Wake and Bake Show. This is the show where we get up in the morning and just chop it up over a blunt. Today we're going to talk about a couple of releases. Behind me is Sincere Sinatra, one of the many artists whose videos you will find here on 16 TV. Now today we're going to talk about iconic collabs. I think one of the last episodes I told you that I tried to get No Beat Is Safe on DistroKid, and it was not happening. They are like, no, my brother, you got to get your own beats. So instead of dropping No Beat Is Safe, I'm going to do iconic collabs on y'all. Now, iconic collabs is a big project. I've got like 16 songs. 16 songs on that. Some of the artists that are on that, let me check. Okay. We got Jay Chase. I know you know who Jay Chase is. Monster. My man's been doing his thing here from Lansing. He's been doing his thing for a while. He's got a track called Friend Zone that's pretty fly. Also, Ichiban Side, the Masked Man, is also on the project Iconic Collabs. Me and him got some heat on Iconic Collabs. Some heat. We got a track called Double Dragon. Bruh. Also on the track is another young man I told you was dangerous, OG Zag. OG Zag is on Iconic Collabs with me and Ichiban Sai on a track called To The Head. Also, Nuts on E Money, Hope Don King, Lavish, J Flame, Roll for Show, Tracks a Trillion, Mad Dog McGraw. Bro, we got an all-star cast on this particular release. All-star cast. And before it releases, in June, in May, we got the single. And a lot of cats that were able to get Getting Shit Off My Mind Volume 3 will recognize this song and might even get a little smirk when they hear the single that we're dropping. The single that we're going to be dropping is Cappuccino. Cappuccino is extremely explicit. Me, Mr. No End, and Mad Dog McGraw. And we kind of take the coffee metaphors and switch them around to suit our purposes. I stir it up, I whip the cream, add espresso to it, then I blow away the steam. I make it hot, I make it wet, I make it foam, I make you sweat foam. Cappuccino, foam, cappuccino. We got a little nasty on that one, but the ladies like it when we get nasty, so we had to do that. Beautiful will be the first, actually the second single dropping for Green 16, and that'll come out April 2nd, the day after April Fool's Day. That single will be out and available for you. That's going to be the last single that we do for Green 16. Green 16 will be out the end of April. And then you're like, whoa, well, the end of April. And then you got a single coming out for Iconic Collabs in May. And you got Iconic Collabs coming out in June. Yeah. Yeah. We like Marvel Studios over here. We drop hit releases back to back and keep you engaged. That's how we do it. Word to Kevin Feige. Now, let's speak about the success of one of the other shows here on 16 TV. Salute to Potts. Salute to Potts. What Grinds My Gears is standing firm at 82 views in 2 days. So people really like What Grinds My Gears. That's just a show where we talk about stuff out there in the world that pisses us off. Swordsman. I know, swordsman. And for people that have actually Gorilla Glue number 4. Gorilla Glue number 4. Oh, and just in case you hadn't fully peeped it, yeah, Spider-Man 2099, bro. We keep it going with the superhero swag. We keeps it going. But yeah, got the swordsman going on in the back, and the success of the What Grinds My Gears show has made us rethink and rework the title because, of course, the obvious connection to the Family Guy show and Peter Griffin. And we really don't want to have to change it later on in the game. So after watching the episode a few times, we are going to change the name of What Grinds My Gears to Don't Do That. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because we can talk about the same things, but just change the name. Here's a page on Facebook, What Grinds My Gears. All of those members have already been notified that we are changing the name to Don't Do That. Don't do that. It's not cool at all. Just because we want to have something original, there's a lot of other shows on YouTube that have that title, What Grinds My Gears. And we want to be original. So we definitely want to change that up. Now, the schedule for Don't Do That will still be the same. We got Mad as Hell Mondays, so you'll be able to check Potts out tonight at 9 p.m. for episode 2. We got Monday, Mad as Hell Mondays. We got Wednesdays, Wicked Wednesdays, and we got Fridays. Fuck it! Fridays. As I said, you'll be able to check her out tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And make sure you comment down below what grinds your gears so that we can bring it back on the next episode. We had a lot of people comment in the Facebook group for What Grinds My Gears, stuff that grinds their gears, and we will be addressing those things on the show. Now next up, I'm going to do some shout outs. Shout out to a couple of producers. Because of course everyone knows the Batman and Robin dynamic duo. Everyone's heard 16 the Icon and Crackalack. But there are other producers that I have worked with that deserve this shout out. I want to give shout out to Jay Chase. Jay Chase is definitely one of the producers that I've worked with. He's an artist and a producer. I spoke about him a little earlier. And DJ Eclipse. He and I have done a track called Threesome that you have not heard yet. It's fire. And he also did Let Me Find Out. You've already heard that track. DJ Eclipse is a very good producer. All of his stuff is clean, crispy. I want to give a shout out to that brother. Salute. Shout out to the homie Ward Skills. My man is an MC who has definitely flipped the game. He is now on the radio and has his own Mitten Mayhem show that happens here in the L. A lot of different things going on that Ward is a part of, so we want to give a shout out to Ward. Shout out to Mark King and CEP getting us ready for this 420 Cannabis Fest. Shout out to DJ Cyclops. He is a cat that helped me on a track called No One Else or Nobody Else, and that track will be coming out soon on one of the projects that will be coming up later in the year. Shout out to Maze, Byron Maze, aka Maze. My man is the genius behind the This Shit Right Here track, the title track for Volume 4, so I had to give him a shout out. This young man, my brother Sincere Sinatra, will be on the show in later episodes. The first guest that we'll have on the show will be Ro for Show, though. I got caught up listening to Sincere. Yeah. So as I said, that Iconic Collabs, let me recap for you. That Iconic Collabs is coming soon. Green 16 at the end of April. The beautiful single will be out on April 2nd. And make sure that everyone picks up Throw Your Hands and the Icon on Crack, the first one, because there's some tracks on there that are nuts. Like I said, that was the very first time that me and Crackalack did the Icon on Crack. We did 2 more CDs after that one. And all of those are classics. We are in talks about doing Volume 4. I'm trying to wrap my head around how I can top those 3 CDs. So be on the lookout for that. And the blunt is still going, so I'm trying to figure out what else I can really tell y'all about. Action Figure Junkie. Action Figure Junkie will be airing 3 times a week, and I think they have an episode that will be airing either today or tomorrow. And they're covering the Fantastic Four vintage wave that just dropped with them in the original blue and white suits from the comic book. And also they have an episode where they will go over the Age of Apocalypse action figures, where the Build-A-Figure was Sugar Man and the other Build-A-Figure was Colossus. We're going to go over those. But we're almost at the ends of the blunt, and I didn't really write a whole lot of stuff for this episode, so we're going to get going. Hit this a few more times. Listen to Sincere Sinatra and Ichiban Sai in the back. Marsha Ambrosia. Puff on the Gorilla Glue #4. And tell everybody to like, comment, and subscribe. And make sure you hit that little bell down at the bottom so that you get alerts each and every time we drop new content. I am your host, 16 the Icon, aka Mr. Superhero Swag. This has been the Wake and Bake Show. I'll pass you that. And we out. See you in the morning.